I just wanted to highlight some ways to pick out examples of clickbait um, and potentially unreliable sources of ways that companies might try and uh, fool you or scam you into uh, believing basically an advert. So been on the Sun website and first of all found this um, title, clicked on it, and one of the things that stood out to me first of all was advert sponsored by swaggy.com. So this highlights to me that potentially because the advert's being sponsored, it obtains slight biasy in their selling and their advertising because the company is being paid to advertise this. Sorry, the money expert's been paid to advertise this and potentially are going to try and sell it to make someone want it more. So the next thing I spotted was the author, Sophie V. Seems quite anonymous. Next thing, you can't actually click on her. So although it's highlighted, we've got no information about the author. So potentially just does Sophie V exist? Next thing I found was there's a number of links which you can follow within the text where usually you'd think that it follows to remember a source or further information, and actually if you follow them they all go to the same website. And actually on the website, this seems a bit too good to be true. £19 for an iPad, don't believe that one. But I think this company is potentially trying to take people's money and trying to fool people into bidding on these items for what they're not actually going to get. Company reviewed apparently by Money Expert, but there's a surprise. No information about how it's been reviewed, who actually reviewed it, who are the money experts, and it goes back to this site. Next thing I spotted was down here, no kind of contact us or information about this money expert company, no way to find out about them and see if they're a genuine company. And again, following this, it's just going straight back to this Swaggy website. And they seem to all be written by Sophie V. Who is this Sophie V? I'm just want to show you an example of a very reliable source that I've been using in one of my projects in another module. And just so you can see the difference and sort of learn how to spot a genuine source and a reliable source. So one of the first things I wanted to point out was the URL. This one has a URL which has .gov, which some of the time, or a lot of the time, means that it's owned by the government or sponsored by the government. So we could potentially say that this is quite reliable. The second thing I wanted to point out was author information. So these are the authors. And they've actually got also copyright and license information which you can follow and find out more about. Another thing I wanted to spot out for you was within the text they've got links to sources of information that actually back up their decisions and led them to draw conclusions. And if you follow these down the bottom, they've actually got a list of all the references they've used throughout their work. One other thing I wanted to mention was at the bottom, was down here they've got a contact us and a policies and guidelines link, which indicates that they're a genuine company and the contact information is presumably, if you want to get in contact with them, they'll be happy to help. NCBI is a company that I always get my journals from if I'm looking for sources to back up my work. So this is an example of a very reliable source.